Hello everyone, welcome to this last session of IWCon. I'm Samedha from IWCon team and your host for this session. This IWCon is brought to you by HackCrew, Zero Point Security, Yes We Hack, Patchain, Saptan Labs and our cool community sponsors. Our speaker for this session is Ahsan Khan and he's widely known as Admin Pwner. You all know him and you all were excited for this session, right? And he is going to present a talk on my approach to accessing admin panels. So I hope you all enjoy this event. During the talk, don't forget to put your thoughts in the chat and ask questions in the Q&A panel. Ehsan will answer them at the end. You can also use emojis to show your love and take screenshots, share on Twitter, tag us, tag Ehsan, and let us know how you are loving it. You can also use hashtag IWSwag if you are only interested in winning swags, and we will pick giveaway winners tomorrow. So without any further ado, let's get started. Ehsan, you can start the session now.
Hi guys, can you hear me? Okay, that's good. So let's start it. Okay, can you see it, guys? Can you see it accessing enemy panels? No, okay, just give me a minute, okay? Okay, give me a minute. Okay, so can you see it now?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, that's great. So let's start it. Hi guys, my name is Ahsan Khan. So I will be talking on accessing enemy panels. So let's do it. I wouldn't waste your time like introducing myself. So let's stick to the topic. So I will be explaining the following methods like to access admin panels from the GitHub. Like I will be explaining on like blind accesses, open ports, force browsing, like from reading source, like reading JavaScript files, from the response manipulations, HTTP basic authentication, misconfigured Jira, and dehashed. So the first one is like accessing admin panels using GitHub. Like all you guys know that these are the docs to use on the GitHub. Like there are two methods. The first one is like you can search your target like website.com and the doc you can see the docs API token vibe based username password secret. There are a bunch of like docs. You can use any of that. So you can the other method is that like you can see the org. So the first one you will get a lot of data like the third parties websites data and like a lot of data. But in the second one you're gonna get the data from the repositories of their organization, which will be like official. So you can use these two methods. You should like spend time on both of these, not on just the first one or the second one. Like the first you can spend on the both. Okay, so as you can see if I remember, this is the first one. Like I have searched the site.com and test. So I want to tell you one thing here. Like you have to spend time here. Like people's a lot of I receive a lot of messages about I spend a lot of I check GitHub a lot of time. I hunted a lot of programs, but I didn't find anything on the GitHub. You have to spend some time. Like sometimes I spend like 2 to 3 days on the GitHub to find to find some credentials or API tokens or secrets. It will take time. Like you can't find something like useful in a few minutes or in a hour. So you have to spend time. At least you should spend like 2 to 3 hours. If you are finding like good asset, if you are finding some credentials, then you have to spend like some more time on that until you access admin portal. So As you can see, I have accessed some portals using the same method, the first and the second one. You can see that these are the admin portals I have accessed from the from GitHub. So the tip is here, like you have to spend time on GitHub. You can't just access admin portal in a minute or in a hour. You have to spend time on like GitHub, and then you can access some admin portals. So let's go to the next page. I will also recommend this tool, GitHub. So this tool is really great. You can use this tool in the background. You should also do it manually. Like you can do you have to do it manually, and then you can run this tool in the background, and in the end you can check this as well. And uh, you can see the URL. If you found any valid API token, you can go to this URL and check it that it's valid or not. Okay, so this one is the second one. So accessing admin panels using blind accesses. So these are the ways to find it, where to find the blind accesses. You can check to the contact and feedback pages, and in the surveys, in whenever you are testing a website, like set your password, like you are creating registering your account, then put blind access payload as your password. Okay, sometimes the website store the password as a plain text, and it triggers in their backend. uh, and the most useful one is like the chat application and forums. It worked for me a lot, in their chat portals. When I sent some blind access payloads, if it didn't trigger that time, it will trigger later. Okay, and in the customer ticket applications, you can also check you can check all of their forums. Like, don't check that it's made in the WordPress or Drupal. Just ignore that. Ignore that. Just send your payload in their support or in to their email. I still remember it. I sent a blind access payload to a WordPress website, but they were using third-party application extension in the WordPress CMS, and it triggers, and I got access into their WordPress admin panel. So the people ignore it, like it's WordPress and the blind access payload not gonna work. To ignore it and just send your payload. You can also, if you are again, if you're registering a website, account, registering new account, set your name or description, like any input. Just paste your blind access payload and register your account. Start hunting on the website. So it worked for me a lot. So if it won't trigger, if it won't trigger on that time, it will trigger later. The employees will check logs, and it also triggers in the logs. And you if you added blind access payload in the name field already registered, you can reset your password. It also works sometimes. You can also add your payload while completing demos. Like some sites, if they are if in the demos, you can payload their blind access payload. And some sites have a feature like need expert. Like if the feature is technical, like it's not easy to use it, then there is a feature like to need an expert. You can paste your blind access payload there as well. And you can also paste it the paste it when you are upgrading your account. Like when you are doing payment gateway, like you are upgrading your account, you can paste your client access payload there too. And the last one is like you can paste your blind access payload in the user agent header. For automation, you can use this method to add your blind access payload in the in the user agent of every request you go through in the web suite. It gonna send this your blind access payload to every single request as a user agent header. So for me, I use mostly access center to find blind access And if there is anything else, like you can use other two, but for me the access center is really great, like that's fit for me. Let's go to the next page. Okay guys, can you tell me that are you understanding it, or I am really fast, like okay. Okay, that's great. So if like I'm fast or you guys are not understanding me, you guys can comment. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next page. Okay. So accessing admin portals using open ports, so these are the portals which are on the server side, like they are like open services, so they are on the server side. Let's go to the next page. So this is my approach to access server side portals. Let me tell you, like your recon should be really strong to find some deep old subdomains with open ports. Like use multiple tools to find subdomains. Like I have created my tool, like that tool, you can say it like it's a script. So what my script do, I have added like 25 to 30 tools, not just 3 to 4 tools to find subdomains. Like my script finds like subdomains from 30 different tools. And like you have your subdomain enumeration should be really good. If you like, you will disclose the credentials, but you won't use it if you don't have the admin portal. So your recon should be strong on subdomain enumeration. Like you have to find admin portals, and then you can apply your leak credentials on that. So for that, use multiple tools to find subdomains. Like your method shouldn't be common. You have to find your own way to find subdomain enumerations. Use more tools to find some deep subdomains. And when you are done, like when you are done with the subdomain enumerations, like scan for the open ports. You can use nmap for that. Scan the whole list for the ports. Okay, so if your list is good, you will start finding internal portals. I'm sure you all guys have seen like admin portals, like admin panels on the open ports. You can access those admin portals using like multiple methods. Try default word list on those internal admin portals. Sometimes like they could be accessed even with the test or test credentials. You can use SQLi to bypass the authentication. And the most useful method is like reading their JavaScript files. If the admin portal is on the ports, like on the server side, then you should go definitely to their JavaScript files. You will find a lot of like interesting endpoints and leak credentials or API tokens. You're gonna find a lot of stuff there. So these old internal ports are really vulnerable. You just need some strong recon to get there. Let me show you some examples. Okay, so you can say like it's been 2 weeks. I found this admin panel, like I have accessed it. So I when I completed my recon, I came across this website. Like this was the admin portal on the port, like on the open port. So I tried to bypass it using like SQLi. When I opened the admin panel, it was like empty. There was nothing here, like nothing was there. It was really old, like years old, and nothing was there. So I saw in the footer like the option like for the feedback. The feedback was sent to the like the employees. I filled that form with my blind access payload, and the next day I got email like in the access center. As you can see on the right side, the admin portal of the admin portal. So I have access admin panel form, like empty admin panel. Like you can say accessed admin panel form, admin panel. So this was on the open port. Let's go to the next page. You can see the other admin panel access like through the open ports. You can see these are the I couldn't add all the reports because there is not that much space on the page, but it's enough like for the example. So these I have accessed a lot of admin panels like on the ports if they are open. I will be explaining all the methods. You can try all of my methods. I'm sharing it now. Like you can apply on all the methods on the open ports, like any admin panel you find it, you can apply all the methods. So the next one is like accessing admin panels using force browsing and tampering. To access admin portals using force browsing, you need to enumerate the web directories. Like everybody does that. So collect all the endpoints and try to access to run without authentication. Like people ignore the pages. So like if they focus on bypassing the authentication, but they like ignore accessing their pages directly. Like if they found a website like site.com/admin, they're gonna focus on like just bypassing their authentication, but they're gonna ignore or forget to access their, like as you can see, the page is templates.aspx. So sometimes we can access admin portal pages directly like without authentication. As you can see in the example, this was the portal I have accessed directly without authentication. So if we go to site.com/admin, so there was like they were asking for username and password to access the admin portal. But if we will go to this page, site.com/admin/templates, then the portal page got accessed directly without authentication. So you can apply that method too. So use some good like word lists to enumerate the admin portals. Try to look for the gs files because they were full of hidden endpoints. Okay, so this one is the tampering method. uh, can you guys see this page, like both of the requests? Can you see it, guys? Okay, that's great. So we can access admin panel using the tampering method too. So enumerate the admin portal and collect all the 302 like redirection endpoints and check the response in the bulb suite. This one is really common, but when you are doing like enumeration on the like website, the like on their directory enumeration, people ignore the 302, like the website is redirecting. They don't look on those pages, they ignore that pages. So if you found 302 endpoints, you have to look in the response. Okay, check the response. We can bypass this authentication and browse the admin pages through verb repeater. You can see this report, like you can read it. For example, page intercept, like there was a page there. So the authentication page. So what I did, the page was like portal and like dashboard.php. So when I tried to access it on the like browser, it redirected again to the login page. So what I did, when I checked the response, as you can see in the response, it discloses the dashboard like directly without even authentication. And you can stop this redirection and access the admin portal. So as you can see, the both of portals, if you can see in the response, so the page got accessed directly. It was going to redirect. You can stop this redirection and access the admin portal using tampering. So the next one is like accessing admin panels by reading source like JavaScript files. Okay, so there is a lot in JavaScript files. By reading JavaScript files of admin panels, you will find sensitive information like credentials, API tokens, secrets, internal endpoints, etc. By exploiting those, you can access admin portals. So let's check the example first. This is your dev admin. As you can see, this was the domain. As you can see the login page, I have found a way to access contents of this dev panel. You can let's go to the steps to reproduce. So I went to this page, type test add test in the email area. Like I just test their test credentials on the portal in the password area, like test add test .com. Like this was a valid username and password, but I couldn't get anything useful. So let me go to the just give me a minute. Like when you use the test credentials, like the response was like really normal. I couldn't access the admin portal, like I couldn't modify anything or couldn't access something really sensitive. But as you can see, there is a access token in the response. So first I guess the like test credentials, test at test.com as a username and test in the password. It worked, and in the response I got access token. So let's go to the next page. We got the access token. I found a way to use this token. Okay, so I went to the like there was a token there, but I was not sure like how to use it. Then I went to the JavaScript file. Okay, so the main purpose of explaining all of this is to read JavaScript files. Don't ignore those files, especially on the admin panels. So I went to the like build slash app.js file, and I found some endpoints. Like I searched for the API, and I found some API calls. As you can see in the request. Sorry for that. So as you can see in the response, I have added the access token, and you can see in the response I have got like all of their admin portal data, like their employees, everything related to their admin portal. And in like if you check the third pick, you can see all of the endpoints I disclosed in the JavaScript file. So you can I use these endpoints and edit the token and access to the whole admin portal. Then after like I can add any add employee user in the admin portal. I can modify it. I can delete it. I can even like control the whole admin portal. So I added the like new user in the admin portal using the access token. Then I got access into their admin panel directly using their authentication. Okay. This one. Okay, so like this one was the just give me a minute. Okay, okay, so this was the same like this was a JavaScript. As you can see the whole JavaScript, you just need to like I have put the endpoints and disclose the information. This is like the same screenshot of this like this example. Let's ignore it for now. Okay. Let me talk about the second example. uh, like it's been 2 weeks. I found this issue. I was hunting a website, and I started like I was doing hunting a website. I came across this through this JavaScript file. So I was reading the whole JavaScript file line by line, and I went to this line. As you can see, these are the comments, but there is a password there. Okay, so I checked it, like it's a password there. I tried to use it like the service they have provided. So after using those like disclosed credentials, I generated an internal admin panel token. So using that token, I performed actions on the internal admin panel. Like you can say like I controlled their whole admin portal. I again added like an employee to their admin panel and access it through their website. So you guys should look at JavaScript files. Like everyone is checking only just for SQLize bypass the simple one, and they are changing the responses. But if you spend some time on reading the source, definitely you're gonna find some good gems there. Okay, so this one, as you can see, this was the password. So I used that password in the request, and you can see this was the token. I used that token so manually, and I used later on I used this token on the admin portal. to add an employee to access the admin portal from their website. So a tip here, like you can check out all the files manually. Don't just depend on the verb, like the extensions like JS minor. Try to look at things like manually. Don't just depend on the automation. Okay, so the next one is accessing admin panels using response manipulation. You can access the admin panel using the response manipulation method. Like yeah, you have got an admin portal, you try to add username and password in their authentication, and you got 403. You can easily change the status, like http status from forbidden to 200. Okay, or manipulate the response body to access the admin panel. Let me show you the example. Like I went to the this subdomain. It was a domain under admin portal. You will see a panel there. It was a panel there. Now, like, I have clicked on their reset password page. Okay, so I typed I typed their, like, support email, support at the website.com. So when I click on the reset button, it asked me for the verification code to change the password, like to change the password of their support email. So I typed the random numbers, then intercepted the request. As you can see that this is it was a like the it was a request, as you can see. So sorry, I just added the response, but let's focus on this. So it was a, like, it was in the response. Sorry, yes. So it was a 9 in the response. Like when I captured the request and entered this digits, like 6 digits in the verification code to change the support password, I changed the 9 to 1. Like, now change the 9 to 1 and forward the request. I changed the number 9 in the response to 1, and the password got changed. So I changed the response code from 9 to 1, and the support, like the support email password got changed, and then I got access into the admin panel using the support email and the password I used. Okay, as you can see that you have successfully modified your password to download the client login. Let's go to the next page. Okay, are you guys enjoying it? Okay, that's great. Thank you, sir. Okay, don't worry, I'm gonna, like, go to the Q&As and all of your comments soon. Let me complete the topic. I will go through that. Don't worry. Okay, so this is the, like, second example: response manipulation by passing, like, the forbidden 403 to access admin panels. You can bypass the, like, 403 restrictions by adding x forwarded for header. This one is really interesting. Like, it worked for me a lot. Like on the server side admin portals, I use this, and like I have got a lot of admin portals to access their like server side admin portals. We just need to add this header. As you can see, if we send a request like admin slash secret or any, like, any admin portal, you can apply on also on the, like, on the client side, on the website, or on the server side. So the as you can see, the response was 403 forbidden. Then I added this header x minus forwarded for one, like the local host IP. You can also, like, enumerate it from, like, 192.168.0.02255. You can enumerate this and to access their admin panel. You just need to add this header, like x forwarded for header, and then if you are lucky, you're gonna get it. So it worked for me a lot. So mostly on the server side, like server side admin panels, like on the open ports. Okay, let's accessing admin panels using HTTP basic method. As you can yes, you guys came to like a admin pop-up where admin panel where a pop-up came to the page like enter username and password to access the page, which is HTTP basic authentication. So we can bypass that method to just you just need to change like the method, like from mostly it work on the head method, like you can change it from get. As you can see, it was a post method, so when it sent it was 401 unauthorized. Okay, so if we change it to the head method, as you can see here, if we change it to the head method, it could lead us access to the admin panel. So what you need to do, if you came across a admin portal where it asks for HTTP basic authentication, you can change like you can capture the request and you can change the request from get to post, like, or post to get, like to head, or to lead to even to test, like a different, like a strange string as a HTTP method to access the admin. Like this is the most like useful method to bypass it. And then another one like useful method is that to enumerate the HTTP like the web application. If you can access the HT like password file, if it's publicly accessible, you will get some passwords in it for like HTTP basic authentication. So I was like doing hunting, like I was hunting a website, so I found admin portal. I still remember it, like I tried a lot to change the methods, like to from get to post, and I enumerated a lot, but I couldn't found anything. Then when I check, this file was like publicly accessible, the HT password file was publicly accessible. When I tried to open it, it was full of password, but those password were encrypted. Like if it's basic HTTP basic authentication, then the passwords of those admin portals would be here in this file. Okay, so when I open that file, the passwords were like encrypted. Passwords were like really easy. I managed to crack them and access their bypass their HTTP basic authentication and access to their admin portal, like using their hashed credentials, like hashed like password. I just cracked it. Okay, let's go to the next method. So accessing admin panels using misconfiguration, like misconfigured Jira. If I talk about this method, I'm gonna share that report too. So I was hunting a website, and their Jira like instance was open. So there was a lot of reports and a lot of documents there. I checked every document and every report, then I came through some credentials. Like from those credentials I have, like I access to their SSH, to their FTP. Like you can say like 100 plus admin portals, I access to their 100 plus admin panels like at the same time. The whole organization was accessed using those credentials. So this method is really good and also useful. Let me show it to you. So the method is really simple. Like you just need to find the Jira instance of your target first. If it's like it's if it's configured available, like if they implemented it, then you're gonna find it really like easily. So you just use these two methods, like jira.site.com or site name, the organization name dot at legion.net. you're gonna like you're gonna see there, like Jira instance, the files, and a lot of stuff there. Like directly you won't access the documents and files. You should like you can go for these like endpoints. You can use the following endpoints to access their documents directly, or their reports and a lot of stuff. You can also go for the SSR here, but let's focus on the above one. So like these are the docs I use. Like if you found the organization .religion.net, you can apply the secure dashboard.jspa secure configure portal pages. So if you go to this page, if it's available, you're gonna see a lot of stuff, like the internal stuff, like the employees talking to each other, employees like upgrading their servers, like they are updating softwares and configuration. A lot of, you're gonna see like internal talks there. And a lot of time I found like credentials there. same same as like we found in the GitHub. You're gonna find those credentials here too. So let's go to the example. Let me show you the example. Misconfigured Jira disclosing sensitive information to access multiple, as I said, 100 plus admin panels from this method. So this is the report. So the it was accessible through like the organization name minus support.religion.net. And as you can see, this was a page wiki spaces. This was, I use these docs to access these pages. Okay, so don't be puzzled like these are the different pages and these are the different. So I use these pages, as you can see, to access these pages. Okay, so on, like after a lot of hours, like you can say even after some days spending on that dashboard, like there was nothing there. I tried on every single page, and on later on I found like some credentials there. As you can see, there was a page there. Okay, it was filled with their FTP credentials, username and password. So I went to their like my JWT, like that was their admin portal to generate JWT token. Like if the whole method was there to generate their JWT, like the algorithms, the signatures, the passwords to generate or like to match so, their certificate, everything was there. Like I can create any kind of their JWT token. I can access any user's account form, like I can generate, as you can see in this picture, human readable version of your JWT. So this portal was used to generate JWT tokens, like for the users who are on the website. Okay, so the other pages were disclosing secret tokens and passwords, and using those passwords, as you can see, the admin portals console.website.com and fulfill portal, designer portal, their users portal, their pricing manager portal. As I said, like hundreds of their portals I got access to there. As you can see, the pricing manager portal, their API management, and their other dashboard. There were a lot of admin portals. So I exploited these, like I used those credential leaked in these pages. As you can see, the like they have implemented the iteration intents, but they forgot to hide their pages from the public. Okay, so like anyone can access their pages, their private pages, who are like the employees were talking about the credentials. They were sharing like credential with each other, and I got credentials from that pages and access to like hundreds of admin panels. Okay, so I think this one is the, I guess, last one. But let's see. Okay, so accessing admin panels using Dehashed. Honestly, guys, you got this like this method gonna take some time, but like for me, it's like 80% chances that like I could use this method and access admin portal of any website. Like there are, for me, like it there are 80, like 70 to 80% chances that I'm going to access admin portal from this method. Like there are really great methods out there like GitHub, and I have shared a lot of, but the best one is this one, like Thashed. This one is the best one. So I would recommend everyone try for this. Like for this, it's gonna take a lot of time. like s- Even it could take days or maybe a week, but it's gonna worth it in the end. Okay, so Dehashed provides free deep web scans and protection against credential leaks, like a modern personal asset search engine created for security and like analytics. And we can use leak credentials to access admin panels. So my approach to use Dhash to access admin portals in mass. Sometimes I use this method to access like 10 to 20 admin portals at the same time, not just a single one. Like I sorted all the credentials, created a word list, and use those like word list apply on the all the admin portals found on the subdomain on the domains I've found in the subdomain enumeration, as I like explained earlier. To find like your subdomain enumeration should be good to use this method. Okay, so let's stick to the topic. So it will take a lot of time to copy and paste credentials one by one from the Dehashed. To fix this problem, you can use the API. Like they have also like the API, you can use that too. So yeah, this is just an example. Like you can go to their website and check it as well. So the result would be like this, like the ID, email, IP address, username, password. You just need like username and password from the Dehashed. You need to search your target. Like if it's if your target is test.com, just put the test.com. Like if, you know, or if the credentials are not that much, you should not use the API. But the if the credentials are like huge, like 5,000 or 10,000, then you have to use the API. Like you can't copy 10,000 credentials one by one. It's gonna like waste your time. When you use the API and extract it, like this is just example, okay? So when you use the API, and like you have collected, for example, like 10,000 credentials from Dehashed. Okay, you need to save that file in the, yeah, like you have to save all of these credentials in the file, okay? So this is just example, okay? By the way, your bash should be regex, and like the scripting should be strong. Like you have to sorting and cutting. You have to sort and cut a lot of sorting and cutting while like extracting the username and passwords. As you can see in the password, so I have removed all the other stuff, okay? I just need username and password from the file. So I have removed all of the other stuff and extracted only username and password. So extract only usernames and password for the result, for like from the result, and create a word list. So this word list is from the Dehashed for your target, okay? So those leak credentials, you have to create a word list. Then as I used this one, it will be little strange for you, but don't worry. You're gonna find your way to like extract all username and password. You have to like put it like the, as you can see, this is your word list. Just one credential for a test. But on your side, maybe it could be thousands or hundreds of credentials. You can create your word list like this. On the left side of the like username, and on the right the passwords. So it would be easy for you to to brute force the admin panel, okay? Now you have to apply all of your credentials like you have collected from the Dehashed. You have to apply those credentials, like your word list, on all the admin panels you found in your subdomain enumeration, okay? First, we have like used our strong skills of subdomain enumeration to find admin panels, and then when we are done with the subdomain enumeration, like we have found like 10 to 20 or 13 admin panels, or maybe one or two. Okay, after that we have to go to the Dehashed. We have extracted username and password from from their website, use their API. So the credentials were like a lot of credentials. Then we use some bash to extract only username and password. Okay, we have created another word list of username and password. Now apply all of those credentials. Okay, like apply all of those credentials on the admin portals you have found while subdomain innovation. Okay, so apply. If you don't just need to apply these credentials leaked from the Dehashed, you can apply these credentials on their main domains, on their subdomains, on their third party admin panels, on sites like LinkedIn, Twitter, FB. You can access. Sometimes I access accounts, employee accounts of their target, like in of their Twitter, of their Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. So you don't just need to apply the word list on the like on the admin panels. You can also check for like on the other third party applications as well. Okay, this is the example. Like I used Dehashed and searched for the target. Okay, so the credentials were like 30 credentials, so I don't need to use their API to extract. Like I can collect one by one and create my word list manually. So I collected like the leak username and password. Okay, so I have checked all the credentials. Only these credentials are working. Like only one credential were working. So but the password was hashed, so I managed to crack it. So I found the username and password. Okay, so I went to their panel. When I tried to enter the username and password, it was protected with like 2FA. I managed to bypass that too. Okay, as you can see, using the above credentials, but like these credentials we have leaked in the Dehashed, we have used that credentials on the admin portal, but it was protected from the 2FA. Then I used I tried to use those credentials. It was protected with OTP. We don't have complete access to the account, and we can't get any get OTP. So I have found a way to bypass that protection. Okay, so I used the API to validate the credentials. If like I didn't go to the I didn't go to went to their website to because it was protected with OTP. So I tried on the API. Sorry. So as you can see, the API, I tried on the API. I read the JavaScript files, found the API, and like I came to know that it is also possible to log in from their API as well. I just tried like username and password. As you can see, success is fail because it's test credentials and not valid. Then I tried the valid one. Okay, as I cracked it. So when I tried to use those credentials, the 2FA got bypassed, and I accessed to the admin portal completely using the from the API. The web was protected with 2FA, but I have managed to bypass it like using API. And as you can see in the second example, so I was like, this is really it's been a week. I accessed this panel, like this the account. I was hunting the website, checking every single credentials leaked in the Dehashed. So I was checking on every single of their like main domain and on their subdomains like portals on the social media applications. So when I checked the last credentials, it worked, and I got access to their employee account. You just like you can't just test those credentials on a single domain. Try to check on all of their domains, subdomains. As I said earlier, you like try to check on the Facebook, Instagram, like on some third party applications as well. Okay, so I think it's the end. I hope you guys get it really, like you guys get it. So let's talk about some motivation in the end. Can I talk on it?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, so as you can see, some like a few lines like, no one is born with special powers. So every legend was once a beginner. Like everybody is like checking of like, yeah, this hacker is really great, and no one is checking their like dark side, the struggle, the real struggle, that how it went, like how it got to there. So everyone is checking like their bounties. He got like $10,000 bounties, 20,000, but I couldn't make it. It's really difficult for me, it's really tough for me. You just need to change your mentality. Okay, you guys just need to change your mentality. Like forget about the posts. Like you even shouldn't have that much time to think about about other people's. You just need to be busy with yourself. Okay, so the answer like to all of your questions and excuses is to believe in yourself. Like like what you are doing. So if you are doing like if you are hunting, then you have to believe, you have to love your work. If you are not loving your work, and then I'm gonna definitely, like I'm sure you won't make it. Like you have to believe it, you have to love your work. So you have to be passionate about your work. Like i'm I'm getting like a lot of messages every single day. People are getting like even depressed just because they couldn't make it to find like bugs. I can't find even I just hunted a website whole day, I couldn't find any a single bug. Man, listen to me. I'm doing like bug bounties, it's been like 7, 8, 10 years. Like it's been days, like it's been 2 days, 3 days, sometimes it's also happened to me, like I couldn't find and even a single bug in the whole program. But I don't get sad, because I have changed my mentality that it doesn't affect me. Like if the most important thing is that I'm still working, okay? So what's matter is that you are working hard. You are not wasting time on thinking that I won't do it, I can't do it. So like just change your mentality, believe in yourself. If you like, if you won't believe in your work, if you will believe that, yeah man, I can't go to that level, man, you won't go to that level. So just man, just you have to believe it. And like if you are stuck, yes, it like it happened to me also. Like if you are stuck, like you are stuck, like you can't find bugs, you have tried a lot, like weeks and months you couldn't find, then try to learn new things, okay? Like try to learn, check some articles. There are a lot of platforms, like there are platforms like Postwagger and Pentester Lab. There are a lot of organizations. They are like, they have good stuff there, you can learn that too. Even if you spend like 5 years, even 10 years, you won't understand, like you won't get everything. Like I think you need like 100 years to learn those steps. So you have like sharp your skills to find some good bugs. If you are not good with your skills, then you won't find anything. So you have to be like, you have to be really good with your skills. You have to give 100%. Like if you just worked a week and you are saying that you have done a lot and you couldn't find it, then man, that's not the way to do it. So I know, like life, like you, ups and downs are part of life, everybody face that. But convert that pain into work, like change your life as I did. So it, like my days were also really bad, like I came through a lot, like it was not easy for me to get there. But like I didn't give up. I didn't think like I won't do it. No one is supporting me. Like I'm just alone, like I don't have friends or blah 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 anything. But what I did, I didn't think about that. I just like, I sit on a chair and I just think that, like if somebody's gonna change my days, then that's me. Nobody's gonna come and like take my hand and tell me, and he gonna teach me like how to hack. Or the only person in this entire universe who's gonna teach you is you. So like you are the one who gonna change your days. So believe in yourself. Like I respect everybody, every single body, even if it's the beginner or the master. I respect everybody in this community. Everybody is working really hard. So just change your mentality, focus on some good, like if you guys think that I don't follow some good diet, like I'm on a diet for like 5 years. I don't eat like junk foods, like I focus on like good diet. I go to gym, I sleep, like I do everything you guys do. I also enjoy, I travel. But like if I'm working, then I'm working, no compromise with that. If I want to work like 12 hours a day, I can do that. If I want to work like 16 hours a day, then I can do that. That's not a problem for me, because I have changed my mind. Like I have changed like my mentality. I have changed my body. So if you think, like if you believe it, then you're gonna get it. If you won't believe it, you won't get it. So that's the difference between like the people. If the people, like people who are like at good level, so that's just because of their mentality, of their hard work. So you guys can change your days. Just change your mentality and do some hard work, and spend some time with family and friends too, because they deserve this love. So yeah, that was for me. Let me check the comments. Did you guys enjoy it, or I was? It seems like I was really first. Okay, let me read all of your comments. Okay, so
Yeah, Hassan, it was a really wonderful talk. And thank you for so much motivation and valuable insights you have given today. Um, People are loving. Like you can see the chat. It's
Yes, yes,
bursting with
yes, yes,
emotions. Yeah.
yes. So let me see if somebody is asking a question. I'm just checking the comments.
Yeah, I will take questions one by one on the screen. You can answer.
Okay.
So, um, so the first question is to by N how to access CMS admin panels.
Like from the, like as I mentioned earlier, like you can access CMS admin patterns using GitHub. Like if you like if you read, I was talking about the GitHub leak, it could lead you to any CMS, like not just the WordPress. You can access any CMS admin portal from the leak credentials in the GitHub, even in the Dehashed. So those were the method to access CMS admin panels.
All right. Um, Next question is what platforms, operating systems, and applications are commonly targeted by hackers, and how can system administrators minimize their risk of a successful attack? And also, how can organizations respond quickly to security incidents such as infiltration?
Okay, so the answer is really simple. Like it depends on your researchers, that like on your employees. Like if your employees are good enough, they're gonna handle it. So what platforms, operating system, and application, it doesn't matter that which platform are you using. So you have to maintain your platform, like you have to update it, you have to upgrade it regularly, day by day. You have to patch it. Okay, so if you are using the older versions of, like if you are using older version of like your CMS or servers, then definitely a lot of attacks gonna come your way. So you have to update every single thing. Like you should have like some strong researchers who's working every single day on your organization. That's the best way to like control attacks on your organization. So the researcher should be like good researcher. You have, like you should have a good researchers on your organization.
All right, thank you for that. The next question is which word list you use for fuzzing over admin panel?
I have created the custom one, but I'll share it on the GitHub. Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna share it. I will share it. Okay, I
All
just
right.
use the customer, like I have collected from different like word lists. I have merged into one, and then I use that one.
Next question is how you enumerate JS files.
So that's not that much tough. Like if you go to the response page, you're gonna find all of the JavaScript files. Like it's not the PHP files who, like you don't have to enumerate JavaScript files. You're gonna find it really easily from the burp suite, from the source page. So it's easy to find them.
Cool. The next question is how can one perform browsing on an admin panel?
How can one perform force browsing on Android? Well, I just how can one perform force browsing on Android? I just explained it in my slides. If you go to those slides again, try to check the slides on force browsing. You're gonna get your question. I just explained it earlier.
Okay. What payload will you recommend for blind
Uh,
accesses mainly?
let sorry, let me complete the previous question. So he was like, if you are asking that, like if you are how to enumerate it, so you can use like web for that to access it. You can use like web directories enumeration. If you found some files, like use some good word lists. Okay, for web application directory enumeration, if you find some pages, try to access them directly. There is nothing tricky. But if something is tricky, or you can say it's a tip, you can go through to the JavaScript files. You're gonna find some hidden endpoints. Try to access them directly. Then you're gonna access those admin portals using force browsing.
All right. Thank you so much. Can you answer the next
So
question?
Okay, sure. So he's asking for the payload. Honestly, I use the like the simple one. There is nothing tricky. The which one should I use? But if the description, if there is more space, I send like three to four different payloads from the XSS Hunter at the same time.
Cool. This question is, what are some of the tools which you use for finding subdomains?
Man, it's gonna take a lot of time because I use 30 plus subdomain tools. Working on the script. I'm gonna share it publicly. Okay, you all guys gonna see it on you. Like you guys can download the script. Like those were like 30 plus different tools. It's gonna take a lot of time. I'm
Okay.
gonna share. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. How you do sub enum, as you mentioned earlier, like 30 tools. Those are passive sources or your specific domain name, keywords, or permutation based sub enum.
Sorry, give me a minute because the weather is really strange here.
Yeah, yeah, please take your time.
Okay, so his question was how do you subdomain enumeration as mentioned earlier, like 30 tools? Those are passive sources or your specific domains, a name, keywords, or so like I use every kind of tool. Like if you like on the I also run some tools which are brute forcing their subdomains. I use runs like njrock and the like the common one. I like there are multiple scripts where if it's taking too much time, like I ran it on the another tab. Like it's if it's on like if it's for the brute forcing, it's gonna take a lot of time. So you can say that I use all types of subdomain enumeration tools for subdomain enumeration. Like I use
Okay.
everything to find subdomains.
Okay. Next question is, why do most programmers prefer to use CMS admin panels?
Man, sorry, I couldn't get it. Why do most programs prefer to you? Man, I couldn't. I
I think
can't get.
he wants to say, why do most programmers prefer to use CMS admin panels?
I still couldn't get it. That what's he's trying to say.
Okay, Alvin, can you please rewrite your question? Um, which tools you use for bug bounty?
Man, hundreds of them, just not a single of one. So like I use most like I can say some extensions like on the bub sweep. I use mostly authorize and js miners, some for the http request smuggling attacks and some for the xxe. There is extension for like upload for exploiting upload files vulnerabilities. So you can say a lot of, not just a single one.
Okay. I think here also this person is asking for a tool or service. You're gonna say many.
For scanning. Okay, so it's simple. Like you can use nmap for like if it's you can also give it a list of your subdomain enumeration. It's gonna be a huge output. Then you can go through that your list to find admin portals or anything you want to see.
Cool. This is an interesting question. Do you think these techniques will remain effective now that everyone knows about them?
Man, these were just like I think I have just shared 9 methods. If you sit with me, I can explain for months different methods. Like a lot of methods are out there. I'm gonna explain those too later. Okay, like one by one. If I will explain all the methods here, like you can say it's gonna take me like 24 hours straight to explain everything. These
Okay.
are like these are the like easy and just like the basic one. I'm gonna share all the methods soon. It's fine, like time by
Yeah.
time.
Thank you so much. The
Yes.
next question is, how you identified JS files exactly matched for admin panel access?
Okay, so like if you find admin portal, sorry. Okay, so like if you are enumerating web, like if you are emulating your website, kindly check every request, like go to the source of your admin portal. You're gonna find all of your javascript files. So or you can enumerate it using like dir search and tools like that. So it's not that much tough to like identify those javascript files. If you found the admin portal, just enumerate it and check all of the file from the like from your tool or from the response of your burp or the source code manually.
All right. The next question is, Ehsan, please let us know, did you use normal XSS Hunter payloads or did you modify or use URL encode or double encode and then use?
Okay, so if it's look like if it's there are a lot of place, then I send some like 4 to 5 payloads of my XSS Hunter. Or if they allow me just to like 30 or 35 digits, then I send just a single. Like if it's a huge place to send a message, then you can send 4 to 5, like all of your XSS Hunter payloads. So it depends on the input.
Okay. So I'm taking the last question of the day. Uh, with reference to previous question, I guess programmers prefer CMS panels thinking it's secure until there is 0 day.
Yes. Okay, I got you. Yes, programmers prefers CMS. They are secure. Yes, that's true. But as I mentioned earlier, like just ignore that it's a CMS. It's really secure or whatever. Like as I earlier, like I accessed WordPress admin portals using blind access payload because they were using some third-party applications. So you don't have to look for its Drupal or like WordPress and it's really secure. Just ignore that. I'm not gonna find it. No, man, do your best. You're gonna definitely find something like juicy.
All right. That would be the end of the Q&As. And now, any one of you who wants to come on the stage and talk to Ehsan live, you can just raise your hands and I'll put you on the stage. All right. Bhavesh, I have invited you. Bhavesh, are you there? I think he's not there. Okay. Um,
Hey,
yeah,
hi.
man, you are on the stage.
Hey, Ahsan. Hi.
Hey,
Am I audible? I guess I'm audible, right?
um, can't hear you properly.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
now
yes,
we
yes,
can.
Okay, great. So that was actually a very wonderful session. Thank you so much.
yes. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, like actually this is 11:40 p.m. IST, but still, and we people like we don't care about FIFA World Cup. We many people had bookmarked your session. I saw that. So
And
that
thank you
was
for that,
really a
man. Thank you for your love. Thanks, man.
great session.
Appreciate that.
Keep contributing to the community, bro.
Sure,
Thank you.
sure. I'm gonna share a lot of stuff. Don't worry.
Yeah, and also we are waiting for the word list and scripts from you in your
Sure,
GitHub.
sure. I'm gonna share it. Don't worry.
Yeah, thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to put the next person now. Um, yeah, Alvin, come to the stage.
Okay. Yes, I'm Alvin, maybe Stella. Thanks for the wonderful session. Maybe I got some question. How do you deal with the maybe accessing the admin panel for the content management system? Say something like a WordPress admin panel. How can you bypass it?
Like as I said earlier, like you don't have to check like it's WordPress or Drupal or Joomla. Like just ignore that. What CMS are they using? just keep doing your work, like just hunt it like a normal website. Don't depend on it like it's WordPress. Just hunt it like a normal website. It's not a WordPress or it's not a CMS. Just hunt it as a normal and a different website. Okay, don't take it as a like CMS. If you think about like it's a CMS and it's really huge, then you won't hunt it like you won't hunt it actively. Okay.
All right. Prasant, come to the stage.
Yeah, hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, hi Ahsan. Like it's really a wonderful talk. So like we really enjoyed it. Like I have just wanted to ask you one thing. Like we would really love to hear out your journey into bug hunting and the obstacles you have encountered in your early days of bug hunting. Like maybe not now. Maybe it might be a it might be prolonging the session, but you can give us some article or sometime later. So we would really love to hear out that.
Sure, man. Honestly, I'm
Okay.
working on a website. Like, I'm trying my best. Like, I'm gonna share some articles like every week. I'm trying my best because everyone is asking for articles and like for the methods, for findings. So soon I'm gonna share a website where all of my articles will be like all of my methodologies and work will be there. Don't worry. I'm working on that already.
Also, please include about your journey towards hunting. Like, what are the early
Sure,
stage obstacles,
sure.
and
I
because
will.
of the motivation and tips you have mentioned, and you have explained it so clearly and so damn straight to
Yes,
people
yes.
like us.
Don't worry.
So
Yes,
it's very good.
I'm gonna like. Yes, I'm gonna share everything. Don't worry. I'm gonna ask from the public like which method, like which topic should I choose. I'm gonna like go. I will write everything. Don't worry.
Great, great. Thank you.
Yes.
Cool.
So
Thank
All
you.
right.
I'm
Thank
going.
you, Prasant. Yeah, Rohan, come to the stage.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity, Samida. And actually, I'm a big fan of Hassan Khan. Actually, it
Sure.
is very
Thank
good to work with you. Actually, I want to ask that what you will say about the beginners, like how
Yes, yes,
to
yes,
master one
yes.
vulnerability and not only for that.
Yes. So the like let me start from like as I said, like every legend was once a beginner. Okay. So don't just stick to the people like people you're gonna met to the people they're gonna say yeah, like it's really tough, man. Bug bounties changed nowadays. Man, nothing is changed. I'm doing it for years. It's same bug bounties like there the work is like more now, like people were saying like a few years ago bug bounty is gonna finish. Like AI is gonna come and things gonna change. Man, nothing's gonna change. Just believe in your work, in yourself, and do it, man. Okay, so you don't have to overthink, man. I'm beginner. So if you want to start from the pentester lab port swagger and there's a YouTube channels, like really good YouTube channels you can start from. As we are taking here, you can go also to their website, you can learn from their website too. Okay, so like infosec.com, as I hope you know about their website. You can go to their website too. Like there were like hundreds, maybe thousands of articles there. I'm also a learner. I'm nothing special. I don't have powers like special powers. I'm also a learner. So these are the website. Everything is in the public. There is nothing in private with me. So everything is in the public. You guys can learn it. Just work hard. Okay.
Yeah, last question I want to ask that how did you start this journey? Means how did you get into
Uh,
this bug bounty infosec community?
Okay, man. When I was in a school, a little kid, I started like I was building website from that age. Okay, so I started from that age. Like I was a little kid when I started hacking. Okay, like I was in seventh or eighth. I started like hacking from like when I started building websites, repairing computers, and then later on I started working on softwares and development. And after a few years, then like I started hacking. It took me like 3 years, like 2 to 3 years to earn bounties. You can say that I worked for 3 years and I didn't get even a single bounty, just swags and Hall of Fames. But I didn't think anything like I'm not getting bounties. What I did, I just focused on my skills. Okay, I worked 3 years just to learn the stuff. Okay, just to understand it, not to earn from it. If you will get it, if you get it correctly fully, you're gonna earn a good money. Like if you are going for the money from the first day, then it would be really tough for you. Okay, as I said, I did like 2 to 3 years just for to get swags and the Hall of Fames. I didn't get like any money from bug bounties.
And how did you get means self motivated? Like I have to do this and never give up. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. Ehsan, are you
The
there?
trouble, I just got disconnected. Sorry for that. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, we can.
Sorry, it won't happen again. It was just a troubleshoot.
It's okay.
Like my last question was, what motivates you every time? Like not giving up, never giving up.
Okay, what's motivate me? The only person is me. Okay, I don't have a mentor. Like no one motivates me. It's just me. Like who change? I change my mentality. I motivate myself. Like I talk to myself every day that you have to do it. You can do it. Like if you want to do 12 hours a day, yes, I'm gonna do 12 hours a day. Okay, so yes, you can follow people, like you can learn from the people, but the real master is you. Okay, the real master of you is you. So change your mentality, work on yourself, like work on your on your mind. Okay, the way to do it.
This is so inspiring.
Thank you for
Thank you.
this and
Yeah, thank you, Ehsan. Thank you, Rohan. Let's bring up Ram. Uh, you're on the stage.
Hey, hi Hassan. I'm audible.
Yeah, you're audible.
First of all, Assalamu alaikum, Hassan. I have been following from almost here to 3 to 4 years. I know you very personally. Uh,
Okay.
but I don't have any
Welcome.
questions here because I am here to just keep a word. Uh, like if you ask me like what motivates me at end of the day about bounties is like it's all about you. Whenever I feel demotivated, I just go to Twitter and open your tweets and see and come back and start hunting. So till now, uh, I have learned a lot from you, and I'm still feeling that I'm still learner, and I'm a big fan of your methodology. And I'm just waiting for that tool you call supplement enumeration. I have included a lot of tools, but still, I want to figure out like what tools you use in your journey.
Sure, man. Thanks. I really appreciated that for your love. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that, and keep doing these things. And you have helped the community a lot. When I was a beginner, I was just followed you, and your methodologies work me in bug bounties, and I'm doing great over there.
That's great, man. Man, I'm doing all of this for you guys. Okay, I'm here. I'm gonna help you forever. I'm here. Don't worry. I'm
The
gonna
only,
help you until I'm alive. Okay.
no problem. The only question is like the thing what you have mentioned is Dehashed. So most of the companies these days saying that if you report such type of things, they are saying that this falls under credential stuffing. So that's something I have been want to confirm with you, like what we need to follow if the question come from the triage.
Sorry, can you explain your question again?
See, I have reported a lot of credential, the thing what you spoke on, I mean, the rehash. So companies,
Okay.
the triager says these includes in credential stuffing, so we don't accept such type of things. So that's something I want to get from you, like how you deal such type of things.
No, man. If you access their admin portal, then the treasure shouldn't say like that, because we need to find a loophole to access, like to find a vulnerability. It doesn't matter we have accessed their credentials from any place. What matters is that we have accessed their asset. So I think and I believe that the vulnerability is valid, and we shouldn't receive responses like that from the triages.
Yeah, thanks for that, and keep doing up and good. and looking forward to learn a lot of things. And happy New Year for you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I really appreciated it.
Thanks.
Uh, sorry, you like it's your mic is mute. Can you unmute it?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah,
It's
thank you
fine.
so much, Akram, and thank you so much, Ahsan, for this beautiful session. I think you have motivated people a lot, and I
Uh,
hope everybody has learned something new today, and they're going to do something great in their journey. So, thank you so much, and we will we will now bring IW team on the stage.
okay,
So,
sure.
yeah. Um, Anansha, Sai, Shravani, please come to the stage. Okay, Anansha is here.
Hi again.
Hey,
Hey.
Asan, your talk was so inspiring. I was getting tears in my eyes at some points when you were saying that it took you 3 years, no money, but you were still determined. It was so inspiring.
yes, yes. So it was just a message for the beginners. Like, just don't just give up. Like, don't give up. The day is gonna come. Just wait for it.
Yes, that's so true.
Okay.
And I'm
I
very
think
happy that, so many people were here during the talk, even though there is the World Cup final, but people were more interested in Ahsan Khan's talk. So it's so
yes,
amazing.
yes. They are still messaging and commenting, as you can see it, guys.
Twitter is also on fire with screenshots tagging you and saying the talk was so amazing.
And I didn't check it the Twitter because I was busy here. I will check it after the talk.
Sai is not joining Samida.
Wait.
We are just waiting for a founder to join and then we can have a small chat. Yeah, so people who
Oh,
are asking for slides, you're going to get slides tomorrow. Just keep following us on houseofhacker.xyz, houseofhackers.xyz.
Hello everyone, am I audible?
Yes,
Yeah.
Ahsan, that was such an awesome talk, and thank you so much for all the work you do for the community. We at Infosec Writeups, we also believe in the same thing: sharing is caring. That is like our slogan. And right now we have over like 1,000 writers who are contributing to our publication and sharing the knowledge. Uh, so we want like more people like you in the community for sure.
sure, man. Thanks. I really appreciated that you guys are like respecting me that much. Thanks again for that.
Yep, I think
it's all because of what you do, because you're so humble and you're always open to sharing. So that's why people love you so much.
Yes. So as I said, I'm here. Like people can ask me any kind of question. I'm not a, like hidden person. I'm just a simple guy. So I will be like I will be sharing a lot of stuff in the future because I'm working on it. Like I'm working on the websites on the like on a different platforms. I'm gonna share a lot of stuff for mostly for the beginners because they deserve it.
Sure. Thank you so much, Ehsan. Let's end this session here. And thank you so much for bringing the energy to IWCon. Yeah.
Thank you too for all of you guys. Thank you so much. So it's time to go.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. See you. Thanks.
thanks. Guys, so thank you all for attending as well. If anybody wants to, like, come on stage and just talk about IWCon or your experience or share something, this is consider this the post conference,
Yeah, post
like
conference networking,
networking or hanging out together.
or
Just raise your
feedback, or
hand.
just chilling.
All thanks to these three wonderful women who have helped us put this conference. So huge cheers to you guys.
Hello everyone.
Hi, Farik.
Faye.
The conference was very interesting and I loved it.
Thank you so much. What did you love the most?
This one Ahsan Khan and that Godfather Odwa one.
Amazing.
And I have also attended that B-Sides conference. Uh, but if it could be online, then it could be more interesting. The B-Sides one
Right,
was very much fun.
right, that's cool. Charan is asking one question. Can you tell why the gentleman talk was cancelled? So, gentleman was actually traveling, so that's why he had some last minute engagement, so he couldn't come. The same happened with Gabrielle Hempel, Gab Smash. Even she had some urgent family emergency because of which her talk had to be cancelled. And that's why we got a new speaker for you, Paris Stone.
Yeah, Alvin,
Uh,
you're on the stage.
Alvin. Yes, hi Alvin. I've seen Alvin a lot on the networking rooms as well. Alvin is has been here for quite a while. So hello Alvin, nice to talk to you finally.
He's very active even in the Q&A sessions as well.
Yeah, on Twitter too.
Oh,
We can't hear you.
oh, oh, wow. Thanks for the
I think bad internet.
wow. Lovely. Uh, Thanks for the wonderful session. I've learned a lot because today I got motivated that I should start detecting and exploiting vulnerabilities at the smart contracts. That's
So happy to
Web
hear
3.
that.
So, great people in the industry.
Ruth Sek is saying everyone is sleeping at my home. I can't talk. No worries, we hear you. You can type on the chat. Prin is here. Prin has also been here for a long time. So hi Prin. And Prin is also a repeat attendee. Prin was there in the first session. I remember Prin from Twitter. Hi Prin, how was your experience?
Hi, I think I'm audible. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, you are.
So yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy like last year. So it was amazing, and thanks a lot to IWCON team for hosting this event like online, and it was like awesome. This time I didn't get that much time to like enjoy the networking event, but like it was awesome. I gonna watch the replays like after completing some other works. But yeah, thanks a lot for this event, and thanks a lot to all the like women of infosec that you guys are doing. Like all three host mentors women, like I really respect that for you. Like it's amazing that the job you have done is great. It's amazing, and thanks a lot for your work.
Very happy to hear that.
Really
Thank you so much,
Thank
infos
you
Prin.
so
yeah,
much.
infosec have a really gratitude for you, like you hosted this event. Thanks a lot.
Uh,
Hey
Thank
guys.
you, Prince.
Thank you,
Hi,
friend.
Rahul. I also have a question from Rootsec. Just Rahul, before you speak. So he's saying that I and Rahul did a session on Rejects 101. Will it going to be published on YouTube after this event? So that's
Please
up to
don't
you if
publish
you
it.
would like.
Please don't
Would you?
publish it. It was not that great.
All right. Maybe you can do a session for us later on. Prepare something and do so. It would be great.
Yeah.
Great. Or we also appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like we are just discussing, and we are here since morning 8 a.m. because we find this launch and fluid space very interactive, and
Yeah,
the
it's
overall
lovely
the
to make.
interface, yeah, the overall interface of the AirMate is like quite beautiful. So it was easy to find anyone in the launch or like in the fluid space. So we were having talk last night also and this morning also. So yeah, this was a great experience, and I wish that I mean conferences like this should happen every like 3 or 4 months because that brings like too many people together. Otherwise, on Twitter, if you just reply, then sometimes we have time to reply, or like there's not much interaction. In here, we can interact like we are meeting people, and that saves us from the awkwardness of meeting in real life too. Because in real life conferences, we don't really have this much of time to open up machines like me and RootSec were like sharing screens and showing each other like what we are doing, what are the tools we are using. So it's like very real and quick, and it's all from the comfort of your home. So it's very convenient also.
No, we'll try
Save
to.
on.
First of all, I'm really happy that, everybody liked their meet. Like it was even selecting this platform was like a very difficult task for us, uh, and
Yeah, we took like a month to select the platform. So much
Yeah.
research we had to do.
Okay.
We wanted the best experience for our attendees, a virtual networking experience. That
we
was the
didn't want to
priority.
take the easy way out by just streaming it to YouTube or Twitch or something like that. So because networking, I personally understand, feel what you're saying. uh,
Yeah.
so I'm just very happy that the platform did what it's supposed to do.
Yep.
And also
Just a moment.
we take the feedback,
Just a
and
moment.
we'll try to
Uh,
organize like some meetups or something like that, not a conference, but a meetup or something, like
Yep.
every 2 weeks or something like that, or once a month or something at least, so that people on airmate only, so that you can utilize all the functionalities, and like basically share screen and do things. It will be
Yeah.
something like
It is
null
very
meetup, but
convenient in here.
online.
Yeah, it is very convenient in here because in real conferences you have to travel, you have to manage your everything, stay, accommodation, food, and everything. Here you can just, uh, have your food and just attend the conference or attend the call. So this one is great. I think,
Or host take or talk.
yeah,
yeah, maybe host the talk you and Rutsek. Just interrupting here, I can see Orva in the chat. Orva, would you like to join us on call? Just have a chat. Anybody else who would like to join, please raise your hand.
Mm. And also, I think the way to go forward is hybrid events. Basically, from the next event, we will have both offline and online as well, going at the same time. We still don't know how we will do it, but that is the feedback from whatever feedback we got until now. I think that's the direction we are going towards. Also, everyone do check out our forum. I mean, Discord is cool. I also know, like, because that is why we started our own Discord. It has like a lot of people right now, but again, the issue is a lot of questions are asked, answers are answered, but uh, they're not searchable for Google. So many people just keep on asking the same things. I've been managing the Infosec community Discord for like 5 years now, and I got tired looking at the same questions again and again. So that is why we just started our own forum. Just I know initially to get like the minimum number of active users, it will take some effort, but I'm very hopeful that it will help a lot of more people, just like Infosec write-ups publication.
Also, one more small announcement that we are looking for ambassadors to manage our newsletter as well as other things behind the scenes. So if you'd like to join, you can DM us on Twitter or send us an email or even ping on Discord.
Yep, we also want it to be very diverse, all the ambassadors, in terms of demographics as well. So, uh, just if you're from any other part of the world other than India, just please feel free to uh, just reach out to us.
We're very happy that with all the enthusiastic comments, and the tweets, it was really nice. We worked like for a long time to make this happen, and your comments make everything worth it, because it was a lot of fun interacting with you people as well. You have been the best audience anyone could ask for.
I think that's it from our side. Samida, Shravani, you have anything else to say? Or else, if anybody has anything else to speak, just raise your hand. You guys can discuss here and in the lounge and the fluid spaces as well. They're active for some time. Um, so that's it from my side. Uh, Over and out. Thank you all once again for registering and making this event a grand success.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Yeah,
See you
thank you,
over on
everyone.
Twitter and
Thank you
forum
all. Thank
on
you.
YouTube.
You. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
RWCon team. Thank you for like making
Thank
this
you for
possible.
conducting this event.
Yeah, yeah, it was amazing. Thank you.
Cool. Then ending the session now.